Today on Cheat, we'll rack up Ratchet, jack up Jak, and get sneaky with Sly. From big-time weapons to big-time racing, this episode's got it all. Don't touch that dial. I'm Kristin Holt, and today I've got backstage passes to 3 of the best sequels to come from Sony: Ratchet Deadlocked, Jak X Combat Racing, and Sly 3 Honor Among Thieves. We've got a ton of information for you today, so let's get right to it. First up, we'll get some insider info about Ratchet and Clank from the developers of this lovable twosome.
Greetings, hero, and welcome to Dread Zone.
The game takes place approximately 6 months after the last game. Ratchet being kidnapped and taken to a galaxy far, far away where their whole galaxy is run by this mastermind named Vox. And he's out to entertain the entire galaxy at the expense of a few old heroes.
Ratchet, however, he just may be useful.
In this game, Clank is kind of your companion in spirit is more than in physical nature.
Ratchet, I will assist you any way I can.
The combat bots are a big part of the gameplay. They both have different personalities. We got one's called Merc and one's called Green.
We've changed them quite a bit throughout the development process. They really were always designed to kind of be a little bit of a comedy sidekick.
Don't worry, boss. You won't end up like that last guy.
There's 4 major exterminators that you have to fight throughout the course of the game. The Reactor is a large nuclear-powered robot who uses bioenergy and radioactivity to attack you. It's kind of funny.
Yo, Reactor, slap me some skin!
There's another boss robot named Shellshock.
My little furry man, time to die.
The Eviscerator will be there fighting you in many different kind of strange ways, and you'll have to really figure out how to fight him. Ace Hardlight is the #1 hero, and he's kind of the main bad guy. If you want to win the entire Dread Zone competition, you're going to have to take him out.
The vehicles are more integrated into Deadlocked than in our past games. The hover bikes are one of my favorite just because they're so fast and maneuverable. You can translate them in any direction and fire at the same time.
The Spider Tank, which is a huge 4-legged tank. It's capable of pretty much mass destruction. It's got a mortar launcher that you can fire individual mortars, or you can lock onto as many as 6 targets at once and just rain devastation down.
The Puma, which is basically a buggy. It's 4-wheeled, it has a couple guns on it, and it's just a lot of fun to put around in. The hover ship is kind of a spaceship that you can fly through the sky and attack things from almost any angle and any way you want.
Ratchet Deadlocked is all about the weapons, in my opinion. There's 10 weapons available throughout the game. Each weapon has 10 levels of upgrade, and each upgrade comes with its own alpha modification.
The Magma Cannon, it's got a huge wide range, and it can pretty much just take out anything in your path.
The Scorpion Flail is a favorite. It's basically a big giant whip with a big ball on the end that you can smash down.
Does the announcer look like Ted Price?
Hi, I'm Ted Price, President and CEO of Insomniac Games.
I don't know how to answer that. I never thought that until you mentioned it, but I could see some similarities.
I never did like the look of him, Juanita.
Ted demanded that we had a character that finally looked like him. Well, actually, I think it was purely coincidence.
I know the announcer may appear like Ted, but I know that in his heart, the announcer and Ted are on 2 completely separate wavelengths, except for the antenna. The antenna might be pretty close to reality.
Okay, that's Ratchet 101. Now let's get into some advanced Ratchetology with the best strategies for your weapons and their mods.
The new armor you're wearing is standard issue for new contestants.
Contestants?
The name of this game is Mods. Well, actually it's Ratchet Deadlocked, but you get the idea. And if you want to see your buddy Clank again, you're gonna have to mod your buns off. Arranging the alpha mods in a certain way will give your weapon a power boost.
For instance, adding ammo mods to the Obliterator will give you a puncher's chance in situations when ammo is in short supply. The Speed mod will come in handy where a lot of enemies stand in your way and if time is of the essence. The real fun, however, begins once you purchase the Omega mod to go along with your Alpha mod. You can equip these Omega mods to certain weapons, and once you do, you'll discover a whole new world of unusual possibilities. Hook up your dual Vipers with an Ice mod and you'll stop your enemies cold. Or equip the Electric mod on the Magma Cannons and shock those suckers. And save the Acid mod for your most powerful weapons. They may have limited ammo, but they'll inflict maximum damage. A little tired of that livestock smell? The Morph mod will change your enemies into farm animals. It's probably not the most efficient way to slaughter your foes, but come on, exploding pigs! That's awesome. And finally, the Brainwashing mod will make your enemies attack their comrades. Target the bigger, stronger robots and let them do your work for you.
All right, you naughty cheaters, we've got to take a break. When we come back, we'll dish out some unlockables on Deadlock and strap you into your very own Jak Combat Racer. Don't go anywhere. We like you right where you are.
This program is brought to you in part by the all-new Blues Collection by Fruit of the Loom.
I had a dream that my whole world was blue, a royal Xanadu. The world was so brand new. My denim world had put me in a trance. The world embraced my slate blue underpants.
For the first time ever, the world's largest army of superheroes is under your control. Don't blow it. Marvel Ultimate Alliance, rated teen.
Tonight on Attack of the Show, from unopened Transformers to mint-condition taxidermy, we're featuring the best auctions, and it came from eBay. And does success on the internet mean real-world success? We'll dig into it in The Loop. It's Attack of the Show tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern.
G4TV.com. It's a whole new way to stay plugged into your world. The feed keeps you on top of the news you care about most. Dive into the pile. G4's constantly updating collection of over 15,000 streaming videos. Search through thousands of X-Play game reviews and more. Go to G4TV.com. Always fresh, always new.
Welcome back. I'm Kristin Holt, and you're about to be hip to all the cheats in the new installment of the Ratchet series. Like the other games in this line, Ratchet cheats are supposed to be earned through hard work and good gameplay. Two things we hate around here. Luckily, we got the info from Insomniac Games, so you can skip the line and get directly to the good stuff.
Now, the low-seeded Lombax known as Ratchet has surged to the top of the Dread Zone rankings.
Frankly, I can't believe the little furball made it this far, Juanita.
If you've been living under a rock and haven't played a Ratchet game, you may be unaware that this series is renowned for both the quantity and quality of its unlockables. But then again, if you've been living under a rock, you may have other things to worry about. Cheat codes, as usual, become accessible in the menu as skill points are accumulated. But this time around, the boys from Insomniac have added a few new twists. Accumulate 10 skill points and you'll unlock Gangsta Mode. In this mode, Ratchet will tap his inner Chow Yun Fat. Or with 35 skill points, you can change the look of the game to Super Bloom, or change the weather with 60 skill points. It's meaningless in terms of strategy, but hey, it looks cool. And while we're doing makeovers, try updating the look of your robot companions to the heads of the exterminators. And for your final fashion-forward unlockable, if you earn every skill point and recover all the Exterminator cards, you'll be able to play as Ratchet in a ninja outfit. He'll be faster and stronger, and if you didn't know, ninjas are pretty sweet. But the fun doesn't stop there. You can also spend points on different skins for your favorite NPCs. For 45 points, play as Kid Nova. Or as its commander, Captain Starshield, and live out your superhero fantasies. And who could resist Vernon, the half-pint gladiator wannabe? He may be small, but he's adorable. Oh, he's so cute.
I'm Reactor! I can eat metal!
Next up, we're gonna answer some cheat mail. We got an SOS from one of our faithful viewers who's having some trouble with Sly 3 Honor Among Thieves. But don't worry, we've got it all wired for you in this. Viewer request presented by Circuit City.
Okay, this special request cheat breakdown goes out to Clockwork, who wrote in about how hard it is to protect Murray and his van in Sly 3 Honor Among Thieves. The first step is breaking the mission down into 3 sections. Part 1 will have you controlling a small RC helicopter and trying to pull the van out of the river. This is pretty straightforward. Just keep an eye out for incoming fire and you'll be fine.
Oh, my sweet van! How I've missed you! Don't worry, I'll break you out of your icy prison!
After scraping your van clear of ice and bad guys, it's time for phase 2.
It's no use, Murray. This area is too dangerous. We have to recover the van later.
No! No! Either help me or get out of my way! I'm bringing her home!
This phase finds you flying the chopper again. Use your grappling hook to fling enemies out of Murray's way. This doesn't sound easy, and guess what? It's not. Here's a tip. Use the helicopter's shadow as a crosshair. If anyone gets in the shadow, drop the hook on him. Also, make sure to protect your pink hippo friend. He's big and all, but he can't take much punishment.
Sorry, Murray. You did your best. We just ran out of options.
I will never leave her behind again!
Now you're ready for phase 3. In this section, you'll be manning a machine gun and providing cover fire for your pal. The tricky part is not shooting the guy you're trying to protect. Fire the gun in short bursts so you don't overheat. Also, make sure that when you blast someone, you blast them good. If you only graze them, they'll recover to cause more problems.
Gotta keep going!
Got all that, Clockwork? Just follow our 3-phase advice and you'll soon be back in the driver's seat.
Murray, you did it! You saved the van.
All right, Clockwork, hope that helps. And for the rest of you, if you have a request of your own, send us a cheat mail to cheat@g4tv.com. After this quick break, we'll reveal the latest and greatest hints and tips for Jak.
When America needs a hero. When freedom stands alone. Let us join Special Agent Bob and Secret Agent Steve, 2 of the finest official unofficial Splinter Cells.
What are you doing? I love that noise. Beep, beep. Beep, beep. Just get down there and grab the files. Okay, just don't drop me this time. At least get the... Just stop it! I don't know why the goggles make noise. All I'm saying is that if we're supposed to be stealthy, why do our goggles make sound? And why do they glow? I don't know! On, off, on. It's cool. I deserve that.
Stay tuned for the continuing adventures of Bob and Steve.
At Gamefly, our passion for gaming has led us to rent games differently. We think different is better. Choose from thousands of the latest and classic video games delivered right to your door. Keep them as long as you want with no late fees. Then send them back in our prepaid envelope. People think we're crazy to rent games for as low as $9.95 for the first month. We think we're visionaries. Our vision? Make renting easier. Different? Maybe. Smarter? We think so. Go to Gamefly.com and start renting differently.
Product shown rated E through N.
I was gonna steal some credit card numbers to buy that new Z52 Superfusion telescope to try and see Uranus. Then I realized I could live like some playboy. I mean, look at me, I'm all hot. And when I'm not chilling with my ladies, I'm racing up the sweet Hawaiian coastline. Uranus is cool and all, but I want it all now. Right, Eugene?
Totally.
Rated E10 for ages 10 and up.
Welcome back to Cheat. I'm Kristin Holt, and next up, we're gonna get your heart racing with Jak X Combat Racing. This game combines driving and fighting with good old-fashioned blowing stuff up. In short, it's got everything. And we got the inside info from our friends at Naughty Dog to help you get the most out of the Jak X experience.
Dex, get in the car!
Jak! Are you crazy? You ruined my story!
So the basic storyline for Jak X Combat Racing takes place right after the events of Jak 3. The guys have been called there for the reading of Crew's will, and when they get to the reading, they meet Rain, who is Crew's daughter.
Crew? Reproduced? Ew! Can you imagine what that tub of jelly must look like?
Who is a person far from the kind of person they expected to meet.
I'm Rain.
A little later on, when they see Crew's holographic will reading from beyond the grave, they find out that in actual fact he's poisoned them. And he's done this in order to blackmail them into competing in combat racing.
What the hell did you do to us?
Please, I didn't know. I drank it too. Father never did play favorites.
Since all of the other Jak and Daxter games have been character action games, to make a dedicated combat racing game was a little bit of a departure for Naughty Dog.
Jak X Combat Racing, we have a lot of different type of events. On the racetrack, we have the one of them is called Freeze Rally. You have to race against the time, and for that you pick up power-ups on the track will freeze the time.
Of course, we have circuit races, which is a high-speed, turbo-infused, ballistic race to the end. First person across the finish line is the winner.
My win!
The artifact race is you have two artifact races at the same time spawn randomly in the arena, and you have to pick them up. And the first one who get 10 of them will win the event.
I'm gonna get them all!
Some of my other favorites that we have are things like Death Race, where you have to shoot as many drone cars for points as you can within a time limit.
You're the man, Dak.
There are 4 different types of eco power-ups in the game. There's yellow eco, which is used to give your vehicle a forward-facing offensive weapon. And then there is red eco. Red eco is used for rearwards-facing defensive weapons. One of my personal favorites is the Sentry Drone, which is a little orbiting robot that circles around your car, and of course it's loaded up with machine guns. Then there are blue eco pickups. Those are the eco power-ups that give you turbo. And finally, players at games will be familiar with green eco. Green eco is the health of Jak's world.
Get over!
In Jak X Combat Racing, as you play the adventure mode, you can unlock vehicles and body parts by getting gold medals.
You can upgrade your car in one of 4 different performance categories. You can upgrade its top speed, you can upgrade its acceleration, and you can also upgrade the armor profile and the turbo consumption of the car. You do this by spending precursor orbs, which are kind of like the cash of Jak's world.
Jak X Combat Racing is our first online game, and that was very important for us to do it right. The cool thing about going online is everything you've earned while you're playing the adventure mode, you can just bring it online.
Bye-bye, Verdi.
Now, as you're speeding through the world of Jak, don't forget to take a look around. There are plenty of shortcuts and sneaky strategies to be found in this game, if you know where to look. And fortunately, we know where to look.
We were poisoned, all right. Father never cut corners. Trust me, it's the real deal.
We're just gonna have to win the whole thing.
Against those lunatic racers out there? What are the odds?
We think Vegas will make you a strong favorite once you understand our secret strategies for going gold. When you start a race, hit X just before the countdown reaches 0.
Here we go!
you'll be able to boost out of the starting gate, leaving the rest of the cars staring up your tailpipe.
Dark Jak coming through.
Another tricky tactic is the power slide. This move will let you maintain speed through the corners, plus it'll charge up your boost meter. When you take a corner, these blue ecos will help you accelerate through the turn and boost your speed. Woohoo! The different colored ecos lying around the tracks will also come in handy, but don't just pick them up one by one. Instead, try driving through 2 at a time. This will double your reward.
Oh yeah, that had to hurt.
Even if after all you've learned, you're still having trouble making the podium, here are some exclusive shortcuts courtesy of our friends at Naughty Dog. The first can be found on the Crass City courses in the green and yellow Eco Cups. When you reach this fork in the road, go left. Then when you come up to the first sharp turn, power slide onto the ramp to the right. This isn't as easy as it sounds, and if your approach is too fast, well, here comes the boom. The next shortcut is located in the red and blue Eco Cups on the Iceland Citadel tracks. It comes up quickly from the starting line, so pay attention. Look for the fallen columns to the left, then drive under them. Boost over the cavern and make an immediate sharp turn. Don't spill your big gulp.
Keep your motors running, people. We're not done with Jak X yet. After the break, we'll show you how to uncover some special unlockables, but right now we've just got to bring you these important commercial messages. You'll thank us later.
On November 17th, G4 takes you inside one of the most anticipated launches in gaming history. PS3 Day 1, November 17th at 6, only on G4.
Papa's back with a brand new bag of tricks.
Crypto's back to unleash a devastating new arsenal of alien weapons and mental abilities. Team up with a friend and destroy all humans together. Destroy All Humans 2, rated teen, in stores now. Here, boy.
Evil knows no boundaries. Killzone Liberation. Rated T for teen. PSP. The video game mashup. X-Play next. Only on G4.
Welcome back to Cheat. Now that you've eaten your video game vegetables, we're gonna break out the sweet stuff. Get ready for a heaping helping of all the Easter eggs and unlockable secrets Naughty Dog can dish out.
Listen, I just wanted to tell your group that you can earn cool gadgets performing odd jobs for the Commission and others.
What kind of jobs?
What kind of gadgets?
So there are also quite a few other unlockables that we have in the game. We put in bobbleheads for the antennas. Of course, we have a Baxter bobblehead, and there's also a Clank bobblehead in there as well. There are 12 different cars in the game. You start out with just 2 of those cars, but there are also 3 secret cars that you can unlock through the secrets menu. 2 of the secret unlockable cars that we have in the game you get by a combination of completing the adventure mode to a certain point and then also using precursor orbs to buy those cars. The Sand Shark, which players of Jak 3 will recognize as one of the first and funnest cars that you get in the game.
Whoa, baby!
And then we also have a car called the Naughty Dog.
Gross rock.
It's decked out in the Naughty Dog signature colors of red and white, and it has the Naughty Dog logo on it. But on top of that, we also have a whole load of secret characters that you can unlock by plugging in memory cards into your PS2 with saves from previous Jak and Daxter games. So you can unlock the Jak from Jak 3, Jak 2, and Jak 1. Also, if you put in a memory card with a Ratchet Deadlocked save, then Ratchet will be available as a playable driver, which is a really great feature.
You're such an animal. Oh, Daxter, you're amazing.
What? And cut. That's a wrap, people. Great work, by the way. We'd like to thank our friends over at Naughty Dog and Insomniac Games for all their help. Now, I know we really piled it on today, so if you need a quick refresher on the tips and tricks from the show, head over to our website at g4tv.com/cheat. You'll find every little dirty trick in the book. And while you're enjoying our high-quality web content, why not leave us a quick note regarding your most troublesome game issues? We may not be able to answer all your messages, but at the very least, we'll be able to laugh at the image of you growing increasingly flustered and annoyed. Anywho, thanks for tuning in, and until next time, I'm Kristin Holt, and I'm a cheater.